Hello people, just a short video this morning really. People want to now basically start bullying me and targeting me in other ways by harassing social services and the bloody DWP and all the people who give me my money. But when I actually gave DWP very accurate information to start with anyway, I gave them my psychiatric report. And that's how I managed to get the money that I'm on, through my psychiatric report. They decided whether to give it me or not through documents that I sent to them. I haven't fraudulently claimed any money that I shouldn't be claiming. I don't get housing benefit because housing benefit isn't part of where I live. It's basically like a place for homeless people. It's a HMO, but with individual studio flats inside of it. You don't claim housing benefit. I'm not actually actively claiming housing benefit. It does say that when I very first applied for my benefits, that no, housing benefit isn't part of HMOs. You don't need housing benefit, so I'm not claiming housing benefit. I do stay at mine quite a lot now, to be fair, and I do spend a fair bit of time at mine. I only visit my partners here and there, really. Obviously, the reason for me ringing the police on 101, which may I note is the non-emergency number. I would never ring on an emergency number and prank call a police officer or do anything bad on an emergency number. Mind you, that wasn't a prank call. That was because I was genuinely concerned that a copper was genuinely trying to get in touch with me. I mean, I had to find out if it genuinely was a police officer that was trying to get in touch. I don't know, do I? It could have been real. It could have been a police officer that had left their number and was trying to get in touch with me. I was just backing myself up and making sure that I was in the clear with the police, which is what I wanted to do, and make sure there'd be no problems and that there was no reason for a police officer to contact me. And that's all I was doing really, was giving myself peace of mind. I mean, like, as I said to the officer on the phone, I don't really give a shite about the bloody prank calls as such. It was just because I haven't been answering them, and it's not even on my main telephone. It's a bloody phone, or a spare phone that I've got, but I don't really use very much. So it don't really overly bother me. I just wanted revenge on the person that did all the calls last time, but I wanted to video document evidence, get voice evidence, and see if I could get them prosecuted for doing that. Because prank calling in the UK is actually a criminal act and a criminal offence. She said if you ever feel like harassed or threatened or alarmed or distressed, or it gets really, really, really bad, she says, I can ring back. She did actually state that if people open their ears and listen, she did state that if you feel threatened, harassed, or really bothered as time progresses, and you can ring us back. She did state that, but I would only ring them back if that happens. So that it's now on other people's shoulders. They either basically grow the fuck up, stop being so bloody selfish and immature and fucking babyish, grow the fuck up, get an adult head on your shoulders, get a new fucking entertainment system in place, and just flaming do something else other than torture somebody for entertainment. It is wrong. I understand that when I used to do it years and years and years ago in the past, it was wrong. I now have decent morals in place and decent belief systems that say that I will never waste police time again. I will never, ever, ever, ever do nasty prank calls and threatening people, innocent people again, and I never have. You know, we're talking years ago that I did all that stuff, and I haven't done it since because I'm on the straight and narrow. Yes, I'm attention seeking a lot, and I do want a lot of attention on YouTube, but that's because I don't get attention off anybody else. Nobody else seems to listen. I mean, like, I've tried to talk to adult social services till I'm blue in the face half the time. I feel that even if I ring them and say, can you put some care packages and support in place, they'll turn around and say, piss off, basically. We haven't got the resources, blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes. Adult social don't give a fuck about vulnerable adults with autism or disabilities. They leave them unattended, no support, no care packages. No, even if I had drive-about carers or something like that, it would have been making my life a lot more manageable, and I wouldn't feel the need to keep constantly coming on YouTube to air my grievances and to seek attention. I do like a lot of attention, but I hoped it would all be positive attention. I did genuinely hope it'd be positive attention. People would not make me a victim and bully me and target me and threaten me and abuse me and be horrible towards me. Obviously, people just are very horrible people nowadays. Just because I've done something years ago doesn't mean that I have to be victimised for the rest of my life, which I am a victim. I won't deny that I am a victim. And if people really want to keep on this petty, childish, trying to get back at me and trying to hurt me all the time, then it is a bit childish and it is a bit pettish. You know, I genuinely thought it could have been a copper that was trying to ring me, and I was just trying to clear my name, really, and say, is there a copper trying to ring me? It was worth at least investigating it to see if it was real or not. How the fuck do I know if it's a real copper? I wouldn't know. I've been involved with law services throughout my life that much. I have to check up on these things. So I just wanted to double check, even though I suspected, and I had a very, 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 very strong suspicion that it was a fake police officer. I just wanted to check. There's no harm in checking. It didn't kill anybody. I was just doing something that was genuinely checking, was it genuine or not? Was it a prank caller? You know, and it was confirmed by the operator, yes, it was a prank caller, it was not the police. So I feel a bit better now. I know that, and I know that basically that it wasn't the police. That's all I was doing, is making sure I'm in the clear and everything's all right. I get very paranoid. I suffer very, very bad paranoia. I do suffer very, very, very bad paranoia. I am severely mentally unstable at the moment, as it is at the best of times, and very mentally unwell at the moment, as it is. And then I've got people on YouTube constantly targeting me and hurling abuse at me and doing nothing but leaving abusive comments. If they were giving genuine guidance and genuine advice, that wouldn't be so bad. But it isn't advice and nice comments I receive. It's very abusive and very nasty comments. And people just wanting to get back at me any way they can and wanting to hurt me any way they can, which isn't very nice considering I've moved on with my life. Things are different. I live at my address most of the time. I might visit and spend the odd night with my partner, but I don't stay there. I might have tried to make out I was staying there a hell of a lot in the past, but no, the truth is I don't stay at my partner's a lot. I do go to mine most of the time. I might spend the odd night away at his. That's about it, and that's perfectly legal. It's not like I'm living knowingly in another address and claiming and getting my benefits registered at my address. My benefits are registered where I stay most of my time. That is where my benefits are registered, where I'm actively staying most of the time, and I do actively stay there. I don't go to my partner's and stay every single night. I go there sometimes, have my dinner and go home again. It's literally just a survival instinct to get fed. most of the time, which is reasonable. It's not a crime to go to his, get my dinner and go home again, is it? That's what I'm doing every day. I'm not staying there. I'm not actively living at my partner's. Good Lord forbid, he would never let me live with him again. After what's happened in the past, he'd never let me live back with him again. After the way I've treated him, the way I've been nasty to him, he'd never let me live with him. He says he needs my address and he needs me to be staying there regularly for his own mental health and his own mental sanity, because he says that if I'm not giving him that personal space he needs, it's driving him up the wall. And he says I need to go and be at mine. That is where I need to be, basically. And that's where I do what, I'm going to respect his wishes, and I'm going to always make sure I'm staying at mine regularly. So I've started to respect his wishes with that and say, like, fair enough, I'll stay at mine even more if you want me to. I'll just literally come here, have my dinner and bugger off again. So we've come to a mutual agreement with that I won't keep on torturing him. I'm not going to post things about my family anymore, even though I hate their guts and I don't really like them. I'm not going to post things that are private anymore. I'm just going to say that I did want the attention. I was very badly attention seeking, and I did want to be painted out as the victim. I just wanted people to pity me and feel sorry for me, really. And I wanted to try and paint myself out as a victim, you see, and turn it on its head and make me the victim instead of the genuine victims of what I did. I'm trying to turn it on its head and make me the victim, if you get what I mean. This is a bit of a nasty thing to do, I suppose, but yeah, I was trying to turn it all round and make out that I was the real victim, not the other people. But yeah, okay, people, I'm going to go now. Bye.